Welcome back and thank you for joining me on part 2 of the cottage build. Today we were focusing on the interior of the cottage, such as the general layout, furniture, and decorative detailing. Starting out, we're going to change the stairs again, and it won't be the last time either. I think I want to widen this staircase and put a wall here. Adjusting the stairs also requires the front window to be shifted a hair to the left. Okay, like that on the inside, and then out here we're going to add the two to this, and then we can clean this up over here just like that. We'll leave it like that for now, and we'll play around with it some more when we do the exterior decorating. Now that that's been extended, let's get the staircase extended. Bam, just like that. Okay, sweet. So what I'm thinking is we want at least, yeah, I'd say 4. Let's do 5. Yeah, I think that's plenty. When I start my interiors, I generally have a broad idea of what I'm going for, but nothing is exact. So that's going to be like the allotted kitchen space that we're going to work with. Back counters back here. I want to try and get some cabinet space up here. I want it to be with wood. So do we stick with that wood type, or do we bring another wood type in? Because I don't want too much of the same thing. You got to have a little bit of variation here and there. I know that I want cupboards, a sink, and a window on this wall, though I'm not exactly sure how I want them to look. So I grab some blocks and I just start placing and see what comes to mind. So I generally like to make my countertops 2 blocks tall, like that. And then, you know, something cool that might look good to accent this wood type that we're using is put a trim around this. So you just eliminate that one, right? And then fill it in here. I think that looks good. It gives you that little lip so it looks like it overhangs. It kind of trims it out a little bit. And then let's say these 2 blocks here, right? 2 blocks up and all the way across to there. We'll use regular stone block, and this should give us a pretty badass like backsplash look. I mean, and this block can change too. We can always find a different block that would look good, but the point is just trying to create that backsplash, right? And then we come back to our wood block and we create that shelf like that. But I wonder if there's a way sneak those into there. Did I give underneath? See, there we go, like under cabinet lights, right? And then you put your chest up there. That's cool. But since it's all lit up now, I think I want a different backsplash pattern. Okay, so what else do we have to our disposal that might look good? Shoot, even this obsidian block might look cool. And if that doesn't work, we can try this. We can try the brick timbered block, and then we can even try fancy stone. Yeah, see, the well block might be cool, especially once we start getting plant life in there. Ooh, and a roughly cut stone block, that's kind of a cool block. And we'll try regular sandstone. Oh heck, we'll just try it all, huh? Let's see, what else do we got? I don't think this will look good as a backsplash, but we can try it. There definitely ain't no harm in that. And then we can try the refined stone block. So let's play around here for a second. Let's try this obsidian block real quick. I mean, that's kind of cool. It's a little too fancy, I think. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, red brick I feel is to be a cool material. Okay, and then we'll try this stuff. And then what else we got? Fancy stone block. We'll try this stuff. So that might actually look good as well. Okay, we can get rid of that one. And let's just add some more of this. I think the brick looks good. okay, kind of cool. I don't know how I feel about the arches. Did not try the roughly cut stone. This one I'm actually kind of excited about. Okay. Yeah, see, that's kind of cool. Get that edge right there. So it's like just another added layer of detail. I think that's the one that I want so far. I want to be certain. I mean, that's actually not bad, huh? Yeah, that one's kind of cool too. And actually, both of them are kind of cool. Yeah, I am not a big fan of that. I gotta see all my options. Okay, nope, I'm good on that. Oh, that actually does look really good. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. And then think about it, like, if you were to have, you know, like an L-shaped kitchen, you could do this on the other side too. Like if this wall was solid and I didn't have this big ass window here, you could do it on this side too, and that would look even better. Which, I mean, I guess I could do. I guess I could shrink this window to like there and there, put the sink there, and then put backsplash here and backsplash there. You know what? I'm doing it. I like the backsplash so much that I'm now altering the other wall in my kitchen just so I can have more backsplash. It's a subtle effect, but it looks great when it's all done and just makes the kitchen look a little bit more complete. So the plan moving forward is to lower the cupboard's shelf, install the backsplash and the under cabinet lights, and then finally put the sink in with the countertop. That's what I want. Go ahead and get rid of this now, since we brought our cabinets down. And then that's 2 blocks high, which is plenty for a chest. There we go. I mean, that kitchen's plenty big. Let's get rid of this for now. Okay, now floor tiles. I bounce around a lot when I'm building. The reason being is when I get an idea, I want to tackle it right away while the idea is fresh in my mind. Then I can go back to whatever I was doing previous. Yep, that's pretty cool. We'll get back to the cabinets in just a second. Okay, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. I mean, there's always like chandeliers and stuff that we can use too. Yeah, so let's leave that light for now. Let me think on that, but we'll continue working on other stuff. Get rid of this. Raise it one. And I really like that flooring, but I think this is going to look better. More earth tones, and that orange was just a little too much, I think. The floor pattern on the brick really is neat. I just thought the well block would match better with how I plan to furnish this thing. Yeah, and I think that's a pretty cool kitchen floor. I like the idea of the light, but even if I keep it, I'm not going to keep it in that position and probably not that big. Let's just take the flintstone that this is made of and fill it in like this. Okay, I think that'll be fine. I then shifted my focus to the other kitchen wall to get the cabinets up on that side, along with the uprights on either side of the cupboards. After completing that, I throw up some trim around the ceiling and clean up all the hard transitions of materials. And here we go, changing the stairs again. This is the last time though, I promise. I decided that the loft would look better over the kitchen and what will be the dining room instead of looming over the living room space. So some major renovations are in need. I get rid of the doors and walls upstairs and rotate the loft lengthwise across the back of the build. I totally like this better than how it was previously. Moving up the stairs, I picked the rustic window frames to use as a railing. I thought it'd look pretty tight with the earthy tones in the style of the cottage. Though I initially put the railing a little low on the landing, I did go back and raise them up waist height. Don't need no OSHA fines now. Once the railing was done, I trimmed out the loft with the same rough wood block that I used in the kitchen. That should tie it all in nicely. Yep, I think I like that a lot more. Opens it up, lets more light in. And this really just needs to be a sleeping loft, right? It doesn't need to be anything too crazy. Moving on, let's finish up this kitchen here. Now that we got all this opened up. Pop another window right here. And then what do we say to a narrow window there? I say we like it. I think we brought this out just one too far. So we'll back this up. What do we say about rounding it off? Like that. I also think that looks good. Grab one of those, one of them, one of them. See how they look in combination with each other, the burriel wood shelves and the rustic tables. But that's what I love about this. It's all just playing around and seeing what works, what looks good, what doesn't. You know what, it might look kind of cool stuffed underneath here, right underneath that cabinet. Let's give that a shot, see what we think about it. Right there, where that sits, looks all right. This dude, what do we want to do with this dude? I mean, it would look fine right there. Ooh, but we may have to get rid of that window, which is fine. We can toss a candle there and that'll provide the light that it needs. I like that. I think that looks good. Now, do we want to get crazy and kind of put something like right? Oh, you know what? Let's place some temporary blocks right here. I just had an idea to get this shelf to sit exactly where I want. But first, I need to backfill this void. Then I can place my shelf on those blocks. Then I can get back there and delete the temporary blocks, exposing the under cabinet lights we installed earlier. This is gonna be great. Right there. So we have one shelf. You know, if that's the case, then we should probably raise it to where it's gonna clip through that and get that out of our way. Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks good. I spend a lot of time adjusting and readjusting things to get it to, you know, exactly where I like it. Now, we need an oven, a furnace, or the heat source to cook food. Okay, so we got two styles to play with. I like to put this thing like inset into a wall, like somewhere in there might be cool. And then these ones I like to put like into the countertop here. Quick, right? Let's put them both down, see which one we like more. See, and that's pretty cool. Even though both these options are kind of cool, it's not what I'm going for. It will change again in a moment. They're both kind of cool. I'm not exactly sure which one I like more though. And there's always the option of redesign too, which as you're learning, I do a lot of. All right, after a short break, I had an idea. We're gonna try it and see what we think about it. So if we move this there. Okay, Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that works. All right, piece by piece, little by little. I mean, I guess that can kind of just look like it's open, right? Like the window's cracked. Like you took the two center ones and you open them just a little bit. Okay, cool.
Now it's time to bring this place to life. I start off by stuffing some foliage in the nooks and crannies around the cabinets in the kitchen, and move through the lower floor finding any place that may look good to house some greenery. You know, in the corners, around some shelves that I got up, and even around the fireplace. I even get that nook in the wall by the stairs I mentioned last video. I also thought some foliage wrapping around a support beam in the kitchen would look kinda neat. On the landing, I placed some foliage and a rustic table. A little decoration, but it looks nice. Once I finished up with the foliage, it was time to get some dishes, other furniture, crates and bags laid around just to make the place look more lived in. This is very tedious and time consuming. However, it's nice to take a step back from the grind and kind of lose yourself in this stage of the build. I always think of the activities that could have been going on in the cottage while placing these details. A coffee cup over here from breakfast, a book on a table from last night's reading, or even a cauldron in a recipe book for later tonight's dinner,
which you'll see get placed here shortly. The point is, I like to create my own story of what the day-to-day living is like in the build. Are the residents dirty? Clean? Do they cook a lot? Are they an adventurer with countless trophies displayed on their walls? Or are they just a secluded blacksmith on the side of a mountain with a small stake of land? Anyway, that's how I like to approach the decorating aspect of the build. So let's finish up this video with the continuation of this decoration placing montage, shall we? Yeah.
Come on. Come on. Just a little too... Right there. Nice.
All right, I think as far as the interior, that's it. That's done. I like it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and in the next one, we'll focus on decorating and detailing the exterior. If you're curious, check out the other videos on this build link below. Take care.